What's up, everyone? I copied the screenshot. What the Sorry, guys. Let me. All right. Let's see. Sky Knight, good morning. Good to see you. You guys trade London? Yes, we did trade London, Joe, and unfortunately, it was a loss. So let's go over it. So London, real quick. London, originally GU broke its high first, but we didn't get a good break of structure entry, but we did on EU. So let's quickly do a recap. So there was a big problem with the current break of structure entry that happened during this area, or during this time zone or time frame or time region. So unfortunately, it really depends on which chart you were using. There was a lot of debate going on. If you were using the Owanda chart, which I personally haven't really picked a specific one, but sometimes there are discrepancies, right? It's an ever so slight, but there is a ever so slightly lower low. And on different brokers, like I personally was using FXCM before, and those got equal lows. So equal lows in this case would constitute a break of structure entry. Now we did get a slightly lower candle body close before, so that was the criteria for an entry. Some people didn't take it because of the chart they were using. If you were on that boat, let's say you were using Owanda, all right, your break of structure entry would have been here. So here's your pivot. All right, and then your entry would have been off of this candle body close here. So somewhere around there. Stop loss of the high, target 2 to 1. So regardless, whether you took the first entry or the last entry, it would have been a loss. So now we are currently working on, I actually have to pay attention now. Sorry guys, hold on. All right, we're off of, I just gotta get myself set up here, but it was a loss, and this is loss number 4 in a row. Currently that is the record for the most losses in a row. If we end up taking a trade on this one and we do lose, that's going to break the record for the most losses using this current strategy. Now, couple of things to keep in mind. We did break a higher time frame area of resistance. In my opinion, this is I would consider this a much higher confident play for euro. The only thing I would say is if we break this, we're probably going to go up and test this previous high around $1.06 on 3.99. So me personally, this is probably going to, this is just my personal opinion, but I think this is a better setup than some of the other setups we've had in the past few days or the last few sessions that we traded. So I can't sit here and promise anything. All right. And that's not what I do. I don't promise shit. But what I can say is based off of, how I view charts and how I view markets, I think this is a little bit more of a higher confidence play. So at the moment, I'm currently setting up this trade. If you guys have been trading this with me, it's unfortunate. It's been going on a losing streak, and I've talked about this in the past. If you go to the back testing data of this strategy, there hasn't been more than a 4 consecutive losing streak using this strategy. But that doesn't mean that it couldn't happen. And a lot of people were banking on the fact that it wasn't going to happen. If you are using Phantom's rules to a T, I personally am not the biggest fan of that risk structure. On the caveat that, or there's two different situations where it would make sense to use a little bit more of aggressive risk. One, if let's say you had $500 to spend, all right? Instead of buying one 100K account for $500-600, you went out and spent the $600 across, let's say 4 25K accounts. I'm just gonna try to keep this math simple. The pricing might not be exact, but I'm just trying to keep it simple. If you had 4 accounts to work with on a smaller end account, like a 25K instead of 100K, and you had 4 attempts, I would say yes, you can go ahead and be a little more risk aggressive. Or if you already are funded and you are making money on a monthly average, I would say, then I would be able to kind of give you more of a green light to go ahead and be a little bit more aggressive. But if this is your first challenge, and let's say you put a good amount up front to where, you put a couple $100 and maybe you're not so eager to lose that, I try my best to preach that, hey, you know what? Treat this as this is a real life account. Try not to be too aggressive. When I was doing my challenges, I did about 1 to 1.5% risk. Now there was like 1 or 2 situations where I did go to 2% risk, but I was coming off of a winning streak just to try to pass the challenges. And for me, $500 or $600 on a 100K account, it's a cost of doing business. And for me, it wasn't enough for me to, lose sleep over. So for me, I know how to handle those kind of situations. I'm not saying you guys can't, but I just don't want you to mess around and lose something you necessarily can't afford to lose. So if you are in a situation to where you're buying or trading a current challenge account that you would not necessarily like to lose, you should probably dial back the risk a little bit. Over the course of a longer period of time, this is going to, unless this strategy this completely stops working, losing streaks are part of the process with any strategy. So, keep that in mind. It sucks. I know some of you guys started this relatively recently, and unfortunately you've been riding this downtrend with us. So it sucks. I'm sorry. If you stick to it, you do things, you stick to the rules, use a little bit less aggressive of risk, and practice and get better at this, get better at your entries, get better at being consistent over the course of the longer period of time. Like I said, unless this strategy just completely falls on its face, which we don't know if it's going to happen, it should give you back, or the market should give back what you lost. It should. Let's see. Sky Knight, good morning. You guys, okay, I said that. Pratish, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Happy trade day. I took EU and lost. So did I. Betabot, good morning. Good to see you. Jeff Jefferson, how you doing, my friend? Good morning, Johnny Euro USD. Can you please take a look at Matic, please? Can you look at Matic versus Link in the monthly chart if there is one? Yeah, we can. I'll do that a little bit later. We're kind of in a period to where we might enter a trade, so I just want to pay attention to this. I'm tired. My first ever Judas trade was a loser. LOL. Hey man, just to give you guys some context, it took me 2 months to pass the 25K challenge. And it also depends where you start. My 100K challenge, I passed in 2 weeks. So it's all relative. So now because of this losing streak, unfortunately, it might take you a little bit longer to catch up, break even, eventually pass. And it sucks, but the power of leveraging prop accounts and finding a strategy that's, how I say this, finding a strategy that is similar to how I approach my trading and has good back testing results and decent forward testing results. Like I talked about before, over the course of 50, 100 trades, I just got to keep my eye on this. We're at 1:48. All right, let me. I just gotta pull up my trade locker and stuff. Guys, get ready to enter the trades if you guys are going to do this with me. I know there's a time delay, so just, I'm gonna give you a heads up now. Keep an eye on this candle. Great British Pound did not put in a new high, so we're not even thinking about that right now. We're worried about Euro USD. Oh my god, I just signed in. Hold on, I'm doing this on a time crunch. Guys, I promise I'll catch up with questions and stuff in chat. Just give me one moment. Who the fuck is it? Unless this candle closes above. We're at 1 point. Make sure it's on Euro. Yep, this is on Euro. That's on Euro. All right, double checking everything. Like I said, we got a couple more seconds here. Like I said, there's a time delay, but get ready to enter. All right, we're in on. Ow, sorry for the volume. 0.9 lots. So I just gotta set my stop loss on this real quick. Okay, confirm. All right, now we can hang out for a little bit. So on this trade, depending on your entry, I'll go over what my entries are in a moment. A 2-to-1 is gonna be targeting around the bottom of the range, which I would like to see. All right, that music's very loud. All right, cool. All right, is it 5 in a row per thing? So that was 4. Let me double check. I thought it was 4. Maybe I stand corrected. This is 5 in a row. Holy shit. You're right. All right. Well, we are currently on the highest losing streak that we've had throughout this entire, the entirety of testing this strategy, I believe. I think 5 is the most. So let's see what happens. I like this setup a lot. We'll just have to see what happens. I lost 1K earlier this weekend and I gained 1K back. Hey, there you go. You break even. Apex funding is very strict. 5% max drawdown, 6% profit target. Yeah, that's actually really strict. Teenagers from Mars. That's very strict. The crypto pump has really hurt my short profits. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I believe I'm still in it. We could talk about BTC and crypto here in a moment. I can go over that. It's been a while since I've done that. All right. Harold, we are closer entering. Watch out. Definitely. Yep, I'm on it. Managed to get the GU on that slight candle lower. Was a crappy trade. Trading off a wanted charts with a 23 pip stop. Looks like some decent bear structure. Did you get stopped out on that, Magic Man? Because if you took that short, you should still be in it. Unless you put your stop loss a little bit below. Is 4 in a row only New York session? That could be it, Sky Knight. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. No, that's not it. Because the fourth one was a winner on New York. Yeah, the fourth one was a winner. No, did it get stopped out? Okay, cool. Let's see what happens. Let's go. Let's go, Joe. Let's go. Let's see. Like I said, I personally really like this trade, just because of where we're at on a higher time frame. So I'm not. This doesn't mean anything, but in my opinion, when I see stuff like this happen, when you get reactions off of higher time frame structures or higher time frame levels with a little bit of bearishness, you know, off of an ABC, it's something you love to see. So we'll have to see how this reacts. But definitely. Yeah, we just gotta wait and see. All right, while we're doing that, let's talk about crypto. Something I haven't done in a while, because you know some interesting stuff is developing. So I want to go over some options with you guys. And it's weird because it's been so long since I've talked about like actual TA with crypto. But it's pretty straightforward. I personally am still I'm not convinced. I keep saying this, and guys, take this with a grain of salt. Just because I personally don't like an idea, or I personally don't like what price action is doing, doesn't mean that it's going to play out in my favor anyway. At some point, I could be completely wrong. At the moment, we do have this as currently as an ABC, right? And we are holding above the bearish pivot. All right, so as long as we're below this pivot, you can see we came with the retest. There's people out there on Twitter. If you guys are on crypto Twitter or crypto YouTube, the head and shoulders guys are coming out and saying is the head and shoulders. Me personally, that kind of kills my confidence on a certain direction. Is it me that's... Oh yeah, my volume's cranked on my USB interface. All right, music should be good. Me personally, when I see stuff like that, when I see traditional traders come out and start, you know, doing all these bullish or bearish patterns on a larger time frame, I'm not saying it can't happen, but you know, knowing how we do things, it doesn't necessarily give me a little bit. Well, it doesn't give me more confidence in what is going on. But you can look at that from a head and shoulders perspective. Me as another thing we can look at from, you know, our usual trading perspective. That I thought about this in the past. I believe I briefly mentioned it months ago. I wasn't the biggest fan of this, but this is still in the cards. This ABC that we had before is actually part of a larger A to possible B to possible C. Now, you could sit here and start ABC over ABC over ABC all day. I would say this is kind of a last resort for BTC. If we do go ahead and keep pumping to the upside, putting that higher high, I would want to see one more fake out. Just because of the timing of things, I don't like the idea of going up to 50K that some of these numbers I've been hearing. So me personally, even though I am a little bit more bearish, I do understand that we can come up and test one more test to the high. But if we do continue to push on past this, I'm going to be a little bit more bullish. Not because I want to be, but because price is telling me that there's a chance that it's bullish. Now, some resistance levels to keep an eye out on. You can see we're kind of in this pocket area between 31,932 and then 32,400 based off of this previous resistance. So that's kind of a little nest of resistance there. It adds a little bit of strength to it, but not enough for me to give you guys a very aggressive reason to be bearish. But just keep that in mind. But if we break past that, there's really nothing else that's significant until we get back to about 48K. So going back to the breakout proposition, we could absolutely go ahead and go straight to 48K if BTC shows some strength and we just start pumping right straight through this. Savon, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Let's see. Okay, so keep that in mind, guys. If you want to take that short, me personally, I accumulated a little bit on spot. I'm gonna be honest. I did not take any hedge trades. I believe I got stopped out on ETH once, back when this was still forming, and I just never entered, or I never re-entered. I've been so busy and just focusing on the Forex stuff that I just haven't really paid attention to longer any other positions. I have been accumulating. I'm always DCing. I'm always buying spot. So you know, this little pump is, you know, it's nice to see a little bit of a move to the upside, but at the moment, we kind of have to wait and see where we're at, because we're kind of still in the middle of a decision point. Let's see. And what did Beta Bot want? Matic, please. Can you look at Matic versus Link in the monthly? Let me pull it up and see what I can find. Oh. So I guess a monthly for me will probably be like a 2-day, because I like to zoom out. There really isn't that much price history, to be honest, on Matic, unless there's a chart with more history on it. Bitstamp, maybe. Does anybody know what chart has the most price history? You're checking on this every once in a while. Does anybody know? I wouldn't want to say Bitstamp or Binance. Looks like yeah, it looks like Binance has the most history. Your angelic voice may become a lullaby for me. Go to sleep, Joe. Close your eyes. Go to sleep, my friend. It's okay. Whether we hit TP or stop loss, everything's gonna be all right, brother. Speaking of like the voice stuff, I'm hoping we be able to get some sort of payout soon. But I got some things I want to do for the channel. I have some things on my shopping list that I want to do. I am going to be getting a new interface, audio interface, so hopefully the audio is going to be a little bit better. And one of the things I've noticed now, if you guys don't know, I currently use Adobe Audition. That's what you guys are hearing me from. All right. And it's a great tool. It's cheap. The problem is you got to pay monthly for this kind of stuff. And I've been using this for probably 2 years, I would say. For a good 80% of the time I've been streaming, I've been using this. You know, $30 bill over the course of 2 years, $700. I could have bought a Rodecaster Pro 2 at this point, and it would have been the same, if not better, and I wouldn't have to worry about audio delay between my voice and the camera. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start off small, get a Rodecaster Pro for my birthday coming up soon, if I can get a payout by then, and then, or maybe Christmas, one of those, give a little present to myself, and you know, start making more upgrades to the channel. Something is a little side tangent, but all right. So for Matic, I really don't see anything besides on a monthly. Like that's a big ABC if I've ever seen one. But you know, will Matic ever revisit 31 cents? I don't know. I can't sit here and say. Another possibility is that maybe I would say the other possibility is that we're making our way up. This looks like it wants to possibly come up and retest. That could be, you know, this might take a while for it to get to that region, like probably into starting the next halving. It's probably a little bit more of a realistic point to look at new all-time highs, or at least post halving. So for me, I don't really see a reason to be overly bullish on this. It could be one of those scenarios to maybe this becomes an elongated ABC like this, where we get an ABC within the A, come back down, maybe retest some supports, maybe form a smaller B, and then continue the upside for a C. That's the only thing I can see that's probably a little bit more realistic on the longer term time frame. I really don't see anything else that sticks out on Matic. When it comes to projections and stuff, you're asking the wrong guy. I do not know what, I think you can kind of get an idea of what's realistic for certain coins. Me personally, Matic isn't on my list, so we need to it's time to dump. It's time to dump. But what's the other one you said? A link. Oh wow, Link broke out of this range. Holy shit. What a spot position that would have been. Damn, I should have bought some more fucking Link. Oh, I'm sorry. I told myself I would calm down on the cursing. I can't promise anything, but I'm gonna do my best to kind of tone it down a little bit. But that's a really good setup. It's unfortunate that I missed that. Damn. Well, if you guys called that Link pump, congratulations. I could have spelt this out for you. I did spell this out for you plenty of times. You guys had plenty of time to go ahead and accumulate, even though this range was absolutely terrible from an ABC perspective. Definitely gave you a valid entry point. You buy some spot and just let it ride. So let's see. Okay, I'll get my some rest now. Hope you don't get deep fake voice. No. No problem, Betabot, no problem. I'm pretty sure a 4:30 Powell speech is too late to mess with London. Yeah, I don't. That's one of the things I've been debating, just because of, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, when it comes to the Forex strategy that we're currently using, we look at Forex Factory. We have a rule set on what is considered a good criteria to trade on. At the moment, on Wednesday, so right now we're trading Monday when there's no red folder news. Wednesday, Jerome Powell does speak at 4:35 p.m. Markets are probably going to be closing. If not, maybe if the market does decide to move, it'll be right before close. Thursday's not a trade day, so I don't think that it's going to necessarily mess with the strategy. I'm not too sure if I'm going to trade it, just because it's technically after market hours. I'm going to do some research. I'm going to look around to see if there's been any other situations like this. So at the moment, it's a no trade day. At the moment, it's a no trade day. I will let you guys know if that changes, but at the moment, we're just not there yet. You can take 2 toothpicks and put them on your eyes. What would that do, Prateesh? That sounds painful. Oh, to keep my eyes open? Like put them on my eyelids? Ooh. Doesn't sound good. So yeah. I wish I can pause time and go back in time and or fast forward in time. Yeah, if I had to pick one superpower, I wish I had the ability to read 4 hours in advance. I don't want to see the future, what happens in 500 years. I'm too afraid of that stuff. Either it's going to be heavenly or we're just going to be seeing just a dead earth. But if I had the ability to see 4 hours into the future, that's all I need. I'll be trillionaire in maybe 6 months. No, I'm kidding. That's all I want. I want the ability to see 4 hours into the future. That's it. Hey Johnny, did you get your payout? So Jeff Jefferson, I did not get a payout because my account is currently in the negative. Grant, who's in my Discord, he might be hanging out here in YouTube. Grant, if you're here, say what's up. He did get a payout. Grant, can you confirm that you got your a payout if you're here? If not, I'm pretty sure he did. He got the certificate, and I'm pretty sure he actually got the BTC in his account. Yes. So Grant did get a payout. Can confirm. The fact that you can get payouts in crypto is very nice in my opinion. So congratulations to him. He's one step ahead of me. You know, I'm still trying to get my first payout. The goal is I would like to hit a 4 to 5% payout. I'm maybe on the 25K. I probably go for like a 2%. But on the funded next 100K, I would love to hit a 4 to 5% payout on that. So let's see. I'm confused how scaling works. If you take payouts, does the account still grow? You have to double check with the firm. If you want, Joe, we can look at it. What firm are you using? Are you using Tradingview? I believe Tradingview has scaling rules. So based off of what I have seen, the majority of platforms, what they do is they count your progression post payout as part of the progression. So if you make 2%, you cash out 2%, start at you know, break even again, or start at 0, and you make another 2%, they'll count it as 4%. I can't confirm that with every firm, but I know on at least a handful of firms that I looked at, that's how they do scaling. Trad dupes. I like that. That's cool. Let's see. Scaling. Count. Can anybody else confirm? Does anybody else know the rules? Here it is. Oh, they don't currently have a scaling plan. They're working on one. I can show you. So they're coming out with a scaling plan, but if you go to, I think, funding pips. I can show you their scaling. All right, so here's a scaling plan for funding pips. Let me make this bigger. So level 1, 20%, you get a increase of maximum drawdown. You would need to achieve 4 payouts. I don't believe it's one shot. I think you have to accumulate 20%. If someone knows, if someone has a better answer than me, please chime in. Let me know. But I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I think you can copy trade from your primary on Tradu. That's what the AI bot said. Okay. That'd be nice. I'm not sure if I'm not there to the point where I have to worry about trade copiers and stuff. Hopefully if we can get this account back to in profit, when I do get my payout, I am going to dedicate some money towards rolling into a 200, 300, 400K, depending on how much money I make. The goal is to, that's the next step. Get that account, pass it, start making money off of that, and then go from there. Just so you can link your accounts. Oh yeah. I am tired, guys. I'm sorry. I've been up since I haven't slept at all. One of the biggest problems with me is that when I sleep, I would consider myself a very deep sleeper. So once I get into like REM, it's very hard for me to wake up unless there's something really loud or something crazy happens. There was, like, for example, there was one time when the president was in town. This is back when Trump was president, but apparently someone flew into a no-fly zone while he was around, and they scrambled fighter jets, and where my friend was staying at was right by the military base. And I can't believe I don't remember this, but apparently jets flew over the house, shook the house, and I wasn't even phased. Never even woke up, checked what happened. I don't remember at all. I woke up like 2 hours later after that happened. My friend's like, yo, did you feel the house shake? I was like, no. Like, yeah, the fighter jets flew. I'm like, no idea. So I'm a very heavy sleeper. So for me, it was like 12:30, almost 1 o'clock by the time I was like settling down. I was like, if I go to bed now, I'm not gonna wake up for London. So stayed up, traded London, was up all night, and then yeah, now we're here. As they don't do account merging yet. I thought they, okay, I got you. I thought they did, but I guess not. Careful, some firms trail the drawdown level up as you profit, i.e. drawdown for 100K starts at 90K but keeps moving up. Yeah, so that's why, like, when I go to, I think it's prop firm match. So I use this website called Prop Firm Match. If you guys are interested, go ahead and check it out. Basically compares all these different firms with prices and payout dates, profit to drawdown ratio, and all that. I always check. So like, let's say if I'm shopping for a 200K, I always check if it's static. Make sure if you're going to take an account, make sure it's based off a static drawdown, not trailing, because that'll bite you in the butt. So me personally, I only trade accounts that offer static drawdown. I don't trade accounts using equity-based drawdown or static drawdown or trailing drawdown. All the firms that I use and I am going to use static drawdown. But definitely a good point, Teenager Schmars. Absolutely a good point. Great point. Sorry guys, there's like something in the back of my lip that's like bothering me. I don't want you to see me digging around into my mouth trying to get something out. Even though I literally only had, what did I have to eat? It was like I just made myself like some eggs and some bread. I think I got something stuck in the back of my mouth. Hold on. All right, I think we're good. Cool. Let's see. If this wasn't for London sesh, this strat would be perfect. I mean, especially now. I'm pretty sure, like, I can't sit here. There's gonna be ebbs and flows, like peaks and valleys. But if you look at the stats, the win and loss rate is pretty even. Except for recently, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. You have a higher win rate with Euro. It's ever so slight. I like the updated version of tracking the stats here. Your total R on October is absolutely atrocious. It's the worst since April. But we're not done with October yet, so let's see what happens. Yeah, but September was killer. 12R. Beautiful. Let's see. Really, thanks for your TA, Johnny. You just sleep now. I was working all night. BetaBot, go get some rest. Trust me, in a little bit, I'm probably going to be right behind you sleeping, so. I'll see you on the next one. I'm not sure if I'm going to be here Wednesday. Just keep an eye out. I'll send a notification out. I'll do my best to. But yeah, I get you, though. Well, aren't you on the West Coast? So it's like midnight for you, right? But also, you gotta be up early for New York. So it's a double-edged sword. But second superpower would be I don't need to sleep and can charge for sleep hours, like 100 hours, so I don't need to sleep for a week. I don't know if I would want that, BetaBot. I don't know if I would want that. I love sleeping. Sleeping is like my favorite hobby. Like a bear. You just need to hibernate. Okay, later, peace. Have a good night, BetaBot. Or good day. Let's see. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna absolutely mispronounce your name. Ganesh? Is it Ganesh? I think it's Ganesh. Hello, Ganesh. If I mispronounce your name, I apologize. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Now, I'm back in Minnesota right now. There's no better place than Minnesota in the fall. I haven't been there, but I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Correct. Awesome. I got it right. How you doing, Ganesh? Good to see you. See, Ganesh is the name of a Hindu god. I did not know that, Pratish. I learned something new today. Futon in the office is elite. Grant, did you just like take a power nap? I mean, the only thing better than a futon in the office is a bed. I got a bed right behind me. What does Christmas music? It actually, now more than ever. Well, not now more than ever, but it's getting close to Christmas time. I still don't want to hear Christmas music. Until it's like 2-3 weeks before Christmas, I do not want to hear it. I knew it was fall because all the tater tots was sold out of the grocery store. We're obsessed with tater tot hot dish when the season change. Joe, that sounds phenomenal. I love potatoes. Tater tots, anything potato really. Mashed potatoes, baked potatoes. What else? Anything with potatoes. Anything. I'm in. Unless it's sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes shouldn't exist. Google tater tot hot dish. It's legit. Definitely better than pork roll. Joe, I'm gonna ban those words in my chat. Not pork roll, Joe. Goddamn Taylor ham. All right, let's see. Tater tot hot dish. Oh my goodness. What is that? Oh, here you go. 1 pound ground beef, half pound. Wow. Unless I'm looking at the wrong thing. This reminds you of like a chicken pot pie almost, like the inside of a chicken pot pie. There you go. That's like a chicken pot pie right there. Oh, that's so good. Wow. Wham bam and goddamn Taylor ham. You're just wrong, Joe. You're just wrong. Looks yummy. Pratish, you have no idea. If this is anything, I literally had chicken pot pie last night, and I'm gonna have chicken pot pie later for lunch / dinner. A chicken pot pie with tater tots instead of a crust. I'm gonna be obese. Stuff like this is the reason why I'm fat. I just love food, man. I love food. It's like a casserole with tater. Oh my god. Unreal. Thanks, Joe. Now I gotta go eat something. Ground beef is the go-to, but yeah, fire. I want to try both. I want to try the ground beef version, and I want to try the chicken pot pie version. The chicken pot pie version, I'm not gonna lie, Joe, that sounds better. I love chicken pot pie, so just putting tater tots on it. Oh. Wow, looks great. Jeff Jefferson, you have no idea. I am a food connoisseur. I love food. And it's 10 o'clock in the morning and I'm starving. Shepherd's pie version. I really want to go. I literally have some leftovers in the fridge of shepherd's pie. Well, I mean, I call it chicken pot pie. Some people call it shepherd's pie. There's different. Let me just make sure. Okay, it's not shepherd's pie. Okay. Well, shepherd pie is different. It's got the ground beef instead of chicken, right? Yes. Okay. I'm stupid. And it's a little bit different. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Because somebody referred to chicken pot pie as shepherd's pie once. And it threw me off for years. And it still throws me off sometimes. I have to give myself a quick refresher. That sounds phenomenal. It's easy to make. It looks easy. It looks straightforward. You know, I came across something I really want to try. It's let me make sure. I really want to try this. I just haven't like gone my way to make it. It's Brazilian limeade. I saw this on a TikTok and I love lemonade. And someone said this is more refreshing than lemonade. And I almost just choked because that not only does it look phenomenal, I can almost like I get refreshed just thinking about it. So that is that's dangerous. Y'all making me hungry. It's exactly Sky 99. I know it's terrible. The day's just starting. Luckily for me, I got access to some of the best breakfast foods you can ever get. Oh, fuck. I shouldn't be spending money on food. God damn it. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a couple hours, eat my leftover chicken pot pie. That's it. If we don't hit TP before 1600, would you let your trade run? I believe the rules call for it. To be honest, Magic Man, that really doesn't happen often. I think I can't speak. I believe that's only happened once the entire time I've been trading the strategy. All positions are closed. Okay, so no, you're supposed to close it. So if you go to the rules, all positions are closed before the end of New York session at 1700. Has anybody had pumpkin spice coffee this season, or we think it's overhyped? I personally, I think it's overhyped. I love pumpkin pie. I love pumpkin things. For the most part, I'm not a big fan of like pumpkin beers. I've had, I think, like 2 pumpkin beers over the course of my lifetime that were like, it's pretty good. The screwed up part is I don't remember the names of the brands. All I remember is what the can looks like, but I kind of have a vague description because I got it from a friend, and it was like one of those things where he had a cooler full of leftover stuff, and I had one time, and then a month later I had a different one he had left over, and it was really good. And I don't talk to him anymore, so I probably don't know, or will never know what brand of pumpkin beer that was. I had a pumpkin spice latte. Was so overhyped. Yep, I agree, Sky Knight. I think pumpkin flavored stuff for the most part, is overhyped, except for pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie will always have a special place in my heart. I love Thanksgiving. You can tell November is my favorite month out of the year. Birthday, I got a bunch of birthdays. Mine, a lot of my close friends have the same, around the same birthday as me. And Thanksgiving, even though I might be celebrating it by myself. Can't confirm nor deny. I got family that's going down to Florida. I might be joining them. I don't know. But I might have to hang back and house sit, which it is what it is. I believe my mom and dad, I don't know the details yet. I gotta talk to them. They better make me some food. They better make me some food before they leave. So that's gonna be I'm so hungry now. You guys are so mean. I bought a pumpkin spice candle. I'd rather smell it. Yes, Joe, that's another good point. Pumpkin, like the smell of pumpkin's really nice. Yeah, I love pumpkin pie with some vanilla ice cream. Yep. It's a beautiful combo. Beautiful combo. God damn it. We gotta stop talking about food. Guys, can we talk about anything else besides food? Anything, please. Bring something up. Change the topic. I'm losing my mind over here. I'm about to go make myself some chicken, or heat up some chicken pot pie at 10 a.m. Looks like we're getting a retest. We do have a fair value gap here. The price is currently testing the fair value gap. Let's see if it holds. So this would be 6 lost trades in a row. Yes, Joe, correct. That would be 6 in a row, which is insane. So, but it'll never happen. Phantom's free chat is so toxic. It's actually not too bad now. Let's see. I had a beef burger with ham and 2 cheese slices. Actually sounds pretty good, Pradesh. But I told you, nothing, not food. Record not broken, but shattered. Agreed. Let me just double check. I always double check this, and I feel like I get it wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the highest losing streak we've had so far this year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6. 3, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1. 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 3, 3. Yep. So currently we are at the record. 4 was the previous record. And so maybe this might be a 6th, which absolutely insane. I always time the market perfectly to wreck my portfolio. All right. I know the feeling, Joe. I know the feeling. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible, but you got to look at things from a longer term perspective. I'm not saying like, I know you're not being negative. At least I hope you're not being too negative. Just understand that, you know, just this stuff happens. Don't ever write off the possibility that stuff like this can't happen. And I have just entered. Oh, that's actually a pretty good entry. I'm just joking. I know you're joking, Joe. Drew, what's going on, man? How you doing? Good morning. So I've been let's talk about something else, because I know if I don't change the subject, food's gonna keep being brought up. So one of the things I was doing last night, or I guess earlier in the morning, late last night, was I was trying to just kind of just shoot the shit, and realizing that taking trades off of a selected time period is something that's different than what we usually do in other markets, aka crypto, anything, you know, because we usually just trade ABCs. And one of the biggest problems with that I find with Forex is that there are a lot of ABCs, and it's kind of hard to navigate exactly when to take them, what's the best setup, etc. And it kind of just clicked in my head, is what if we isolate certain time periods only and trade ABCs within, maybe like if you want to do a session range, or you can do like a larger range here. So that'd be a good area for a short. We did come up, tap this, and get rejected. So I haven't messed around too much with it yet, but something I have noticed is that if you take like a higher low from the Asian, or like from the first Asian session open, a lot of the times, once you get a general idea of what the direction is going to be based off in an ABC, and if we can hold that, the trend usually continues in that direction. But obviously the goal isn't to get the entire trend, it's just to get in and get out. So how do you get in and get out? Well, we can take the same entry parameters as the Phantom Judas model, but just apply them to ABCs. So if we get an ABC here, we look for a break of structure. All right, enter candle body close. Now, I only at the moment, the only thing that I've been doing is just using a like fixed 1-to-1, just to see how it would behave, and it's actually decent. Now, it's not official. Like, I'm not looking at this as a new strategy. I'm not moving on from what we're doing. But sometimes, you know, we can take an idea. We can take the foundation of how something works on one market, and, you know, in this case, we might be able to implement it into a different style. So it's possible. Possible. No, I mean, oh, and I have just entered. No, I mean, with the start of a losing streak. Oh, I got you. This is my first week trading. This is my first day trading Phantom. Glad I didn't join a week ago with you. Be glad I'm nearly crashing the next challenge. Yeah, I feel really bad. So I know some of you guys are just starting, and I'm just coming off a hot streak. Like, the reason why I'm funded is because we were on a roll. Let me pull up that chart again. So basically, I believe it was, we started like the 25th or something like that. But win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. Like that right there was enough to pass both phases of both accounts. And then of course we come off a very, very good week or two, and then we just get obliterated. So love to see it. Bipolar ass strat. But you gotta think about it. It's just, I mean, it's the same with ABCs. Like, ABCs, it's always gonna be, it's never just a one and done. It's never just, we take one attempt and we're done. We take multiple attempts. We attempt the same structure over and over until we either get a reaction that's in our favor, or we move on to the next setup. And it's almost the same thing. It's just rinse and repeat. So let's see, what's the win rate at? And it's even after the 5 losing streak that we're currently on right now, it's only brought the win rate down to 50. It was at like 55, 56 before this happened, and now it's only been down to 54. So I think we would need to take on like a 10 losing streak in order to get that stat significantly lower. So it's still good, and that's still a really good win rate for a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. Gotta let the probabilities play out. Let's shoot for 6. I like the attitude. I can enjoy the attitude. It's better than some people getting pissed off on certain discords. Oh, I'm so tired. It's terrible. Yeah, like literally, like I just go to Phantom's free chat, bro. It's over. Ugh. Fine, too. We need a strategy patch. Jesus Christ. It's fine till we get another 5 losing streak after this. Jesus. People are so negative. Phantom and ICT counter trading us. Market manipulations. Hello, JK. Being a vampire sucks. It does. It does suck, Drew. Not literally, but it's not fun. Luck, and that's another thing. Luckily, we don't do this. If I had to do this every day, I don't know if I'd be able to do it. I was going to wait to start on Wednesday. Small regret. No regrets. That light does not feel good in my face. At least you can keep that pastry white even. Am I pasty? I'm like half Spanish, so like I have a little bit of tone to me. I'm not kite, all right? Kite's like he's like this. That's kite. I'm like this. I'm like a little shooter of Captain Morgan. Little. I know you guys are gonna say, take the shot. I'm not taking the shot. I just have a shooter spice rum on my desk. Pasty, not pastry. I know what you meant, Drew. We're going back to work at Mickey D's. At least we get a discount. Maybe broke, but at least we get a discount on food. Oh, I need to check something. Looking for, yes, this. Okay. I remember working at McDonald's, you get 50% off everything if you work there. That's crazy. Not worth it. I never worked at Mickey D's. I did one of my very, very first job when I was in high school was I had a friend who got me a job at Dunkin' Donuts. Hated it. I used to work there after school. One thing that was cool though, I used to get free donuts and stuff all the time. What do you consider a good commission when trading? Fair value gap not respected. That's not fun. It is not fun. Stopped at a GU short. Now see you again Friday. Is Friday trade day? I don't know if Friday's a trade day, Magic Man. Or did you not trade Euro? Yeah, GU also stopped out. What do you, good commissions when trading? To be like, you're talking about like fees, trading fees? I would say like $3 a lot. Maybe 4. I think that's fair. I think that's what like the average is. It's the GDDXY. Yes, sir. Yeah, I would say like $4 is fair. Now isn't that GU short? 1 trade per session. It rolls into New York. Oh, I got you. Okay. There's no way Great British Pound is just gonna keep going. It's gonna break out of this. Yeah, I was gonna say, get back down there. Did I get stopped? I don't think I did. Just want to make sure. No, I definitely did not. I don't think DXY gonna bounce off this one. Vlad, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Trading wise, we're getting our ass handed to us on a silver platter. We're going on a 6 losing streak, so that's been fun. Oh well, DXY, that's on a 15-minute. I could see why everything's pumping. Okay, well, I wouldn't say... Wait, did we hit 6? Not yet. Ouch. Yep, it's part of life. Any particular reason or in mind why is that? It's just we just had a bad losing streak. Like the structures have been there, but dollar's been dumping. Everything else has just been going. Everything else has just been pumping. So just unfortunate. Like we get the good entries, but it just comes right back. I've never seen price behave like. I mean, I haven't been trading Forex for that long, but it just keeps putting in new highs. Same thing with this. It just keeps chopping. It would just keep chopping you out. Chop, chop. Looks like I might be doing the same thing here. I'm just waiting to get taken out. The one thing that has me not concerned, but the only thing I would think that can back us up in this is because we're testing this on GU. Let's see. DXY is the inverse to EU and GDP. Yes. Yep. Getting wrecked in crypto and Forex. That is true. Any particular? Let's see. The stop. I'll lose 25K challenge with this loss. I hope. I mean, I know the challenges aren't that much. I would hope you didn't spend more than you wanted to on that. Sky Knight. War in Middle East could have something to do with bad PA recently and decided. Yeah, definitely could be a thing. Vlad, yeah, BTC getting strong at 30K. Thoughts? So Joe, I'll answer your question first real quick. Stop loss is just above this wick. So it's not at the wick, it's like a couple pips above. So I haven't gotten tagged out yet, but I probably will. And then BTC 30K. I'll let you know if I get tagged out. I would, for BTC, I personally think I just don't like the idea of being bullish or too bullish. I need to see a retracement past this low, unless you put in a new high. We put in a new high, then we have to wait for a new structure. But at the moment, I'm still holding the shorts. If we do continue above, we do have the possibility for one more ABC. That's it. If we continue to pass through this, you know, 32K, 32.4, and then all the way up to 48K is definitely in the cards. So I'll just wait and see. Oh, and I got tagged out. Jeez, man. 6 in a row. Oh, wrong button. I'm rooting for EU. I'm rooting for EU guys. Appreciate it, Magic Man, but it's all over. We're out. Oh well, it happens. Like I said, I wish I didn't mess around with higher risk in the beginning, so I would only be down 3%, but I think I'm down a little bit more because of that. Let's see, what am I down on this account? Oh wait, no. It's around 4.5% on that account because I've used 1% for the first couple trades, so that kind of messed me up. And then I believe I'm about the same, about 4.5% on the other account. What's your funded account status at the moment with this loss? So over the course of the losing streak, I'm down around 4% on both accounts. This one I'm up a little. This one down a little bit more because I used a little bit more risk in the beginning. But I'm currently down about 4% on each account with a max total loss of 10%. So, ouch. It's all right. You know, I purposely gave myself less. I use less risk in case situations like this were to happen. I guess I hope I didn't speak it into existence, but it is what it is. All right, let's SWAT Phantom. No, that's not a good idea, Joe. Not a good idea. Let's not do that. Channel. Channel looked like a big and then blew out. Yep. Glad you considered the scenario. Yeah, like I don't the strategy that the original strategy calls for using a little bit higher risk. But if you were going to use higher risk, especially now, you would have blown your accounts. There's some people who have blown their accounts from this loss. It's unfortunate. Hate to see it, but I always consider the worst case scenario. I never consider the money I make. I never want to consider too much potential profits. I always look at things from a worst case scenario perspective. So if stuff like this does happen, it doesn't surprise me. You know, you've been doing this for so long. It's very easy to get caught in the FOMO. You never want to look at the dark side of things, and stuff like this does happen. So. It is what it is. Any status from Phantom with these losses? Did he tank as well? So he's been busy. He runs he has his own business. He runs on the side, and luckily for him, he hasn't been trading at all the last like week and a half. And today he took his first trade, so he took his first loss. Theoretically, if he was trading the entire time, he'd be down about the same. But because of that, I used 2% for both trades as directed, so I guess I would have 2 more 2% trades and drop risk. Yes, Joe. Yeah, I personally am not a fan of the risk structure because of situations like this. Because you never know what kind of losing streak you're going to run into. Yes, theoretically, over the course of time, the probabilities are in your favor and you should be able to grow significantly from that. But it's always about the negative. It's always about the worst thing that can happen versus, you know, what the expectations you set. You should always look at things from a worst case scenario, or at least I would say worst case scenario, but look at things from a negative light. What can happen? What's the worst thing that can happen? Worst thing that can happen is that, I mean, the absolute worst thing can happen is that this strategy just absolutely flops in the next 3 to 6 months, and you just don't get any profitable trades because of it. That is possible, but you know, me personally, I think that preparing yourself is going to, you know, carry you a lot further than being more aggressive. You know, when you have a more conservative mindset when it comes to approaching stuff like this, you're going to use more conservative risk. You're going to prepare for scenarios like this. You know, people are losing 10% of their accounts. I'm less than half of that. Am I taking the same amount of trades? 31% chance of a 7 losing streak. Yeah, but it can still happen, Magic Man. It can still happen. Or 17 to 55% win rate. I believe even with this loss, we should still be at a 55. Let's see if it's updated. Oh, 53. Hold on. Did she update it already? Yes, she did update it. Oh no, wait. Yeah, she did update it. So it's already updated. So right now we're at this rounded down to 50. Round it down to 50. So what's the chance of a 7 losing streak with a 50% win rate? Like I said, always be conservative when you're looking at stuff like this. I still have that chart. So 50% win rate, what's the chances of a 7 losing streak? 31%. So it's still possible. I want a Lambo by Xmas, so maybe double my risk next trade. Yeah, he just martingale it, Joe. Martingale. So right now we're about a 50% win rate. All right, I'm going to round down instead of rounding up. And so right now, 31% chance of a 7 losing streak. You can also do some math with David's calculator. Oh, let's try it out. Let me set this up. All right, starting balance, say 100K. Oh, this is like a trade simulator. Oh, I like this a lot. Wow. I like this a lot. Is it always going to be 50? Am I doing something wrong? It simulates trades as well. Check the graph. Oh. Now, are these trades like randomly distributed? Yeah, it technically, because it's giving me a different number every time. Ooh. Oh, win rate. That's why I'm like, what the heck? There we go. I'm being an idiot. Okay, so it is random. Yeah, I realize I messed up, guys. I put 3% instead of 50%, 53%. Number, okay, we're screwed. Leverage is 30 on Tradu. Okay. Numbers of runs of scenarios happens when, okay. That's really cool. I like that. It's a randomly distributed amount of trades. I like that a lot. That's cool. I gotta mess around with this more. I like it. I'm gonna add this to my favorites. Okay, so it's favorited. I definitely want to go back to this. It'd be nice because Kite did something like this, but he didn't use like the fees and stuff and leverage. He just had how many trades, win percentage, risk to reward. That's about it. I think this is cool for like a crypto simulator. You should make like a basic one. So just have like a basic version of it. So do like starting balance. What's your win rate? I would like to see maybe risk to reward instead of stop loss and win rate or take profit, just to make it a little bit easier. That's just coming off just me personally. But I would just have like a simpler version of this. Have the random distribution. You can set how many runs, but just keep it at starting balance, win rate, risk to reward, number of runs, etc. How many trades, you can do that as well. I think it'd be really nice to have a simpler version of this. And then have a simpler version and then have like, hey, if you want to incorporate it in crypto, this is how you incorporate it with crypto. You can be a little bit more specific that way. But I like it a lot. I like this a lot. That's a little bit better. Okay, one. Okay, this is a little bit more. Okay, I like this. Theoretically, I think you only need to have a 33% win rate in order to break even with this strategy. Yeah, so like $495. Now if you go up to 35% win rate, a little bit better, 33,000. It's like you don't need to have a 50% win rate in order to make money with the strategies. It's not going to be as consistent or as aggressive. The more you get above 33%, the more aggressive the profits are going to be. R&R noted. Toggle Forex, crypto Forex noted. Yeah, awesome. I'll play around with it, Vlad. Let me know if there's any changes. Hasn't Judas averaged 8% this year? 8% a month or a year? Like 8% like a month per month this year, or just 8% total this year? Because I believe you'd be at 78R, so 78. If you're risking 1%, you'd be up 78% so far in the year. Divide that by 10 months, 7.8. That if you're using 0.5% risk, divide that by 2. Your average around 4% at 4% a month. Yeah, I like this a lot. All right, hour and a half. We're out of the trades. I'm going to play with some Wordle. We're gonna wrap things up because I am tired. I want to go to bed. I love you guys, but okay, so the E wasn't at the end. Phrase. There's a T in there. No, sorry, I'm an idiot. It's okay, Vlad. Sorry. There's a T in there, and it's only 5 letters. The E's not in the last spot. I'm an idiot. I wasted S and R twice. I'm gonna say T is the first letter. I'm curious why Judas model starts at 8 if not market open at 9:30. I thought the market opens at 8. Oh, you're right. It is 9:30. I don't know. I really don't know. For indices, so when you're trading indices like the US 100, S&P, you would trade this model using a 9:30 time slot instead of an 8:30. I don't know why it's 8:30. I do not know. I'm having a hard time with this one. I want to say T's in the middle. T's not at the end. So T's either in the first, third, or fourth spot. I don't think it starts with an O. I don't think it starts with an E. I don't know. What do you guys think? As you can tell, it was a fake out. New York market open, then pump. I don't know. I don't know the exact reason. I'll have to watch the videos again to see if he clarifies. I believe that's when news events come out too. I think you're trying to avoid news events. I could be wrong. I don't know the exact reasoning. Is the E in the second spot? What's your win rate at Wordle? Definitely higher than my Forex trading. I'll tell you that, Vlad. Definitely higher than that. TE. No. No, wait. Oh, wait. I just realized something. Tempo. Oh, it does give you a win percentage. 96. Honestly, that was such a shot in the dark. I couldn't figure out anything else. TE. I was gonna go with I wanted to go with something with T starting at the end, but obviously that wasn't it. I was gonna go like comment or something, but I was like, and then when I thought of comment, I was like, maybe you'll throw the M in there and then tempo. Detox, Heather, you're wrong. Holy shit, tempo, nice. Damn, you're right. You are a guitarist. See, I know. I'm a musical genius. You cheated. I did not cheat, Vlad. I did not cheat. My mind is too cooked. Yeah, my mind. I don't know how I got that. I'm like running on fumes right now. So, yeah, 6 losses in a row. We're killing it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, guys. I believe I'm gonna be back Wednesday. I don't know because Wednesday's weird with the trade with the Powell stuff. So if you guys don't know, Jerome Powell is speaking. Yes, according to the rules, you're not supposed to trade when Jerome Powell speaks, but Jerome Powell is speaking at market close. So I don't know if it's necessarily going to affect Wednesday's price. Tuesday going into Wednesday. I'm going to clarify. I'm going to do some research. I will let you guys know. If not, I believe I think this is the only trade day this week. Let me double check. So you guys can see 4:35 p.m. Jerome Powell speaks. 8:30 red folder news. No trade day. Thursday, 8:30 red folder. No trade day. 4 a.m. 4:30. Yeah, 4:30 p.m. I want to say maybe on Wednesday. I'm not too sure, but tomorrow, no trade day. There's a lot of red folder stuff going on. So it is off the table for Tuesday. So there's a chance I will update you guys. Look out. I can't promise a stream on Wednesday, but if it is a trade day, I will be here. If not, what's the scenario if we don't have a trade day on Wednesday? What's next week's schedule? Oh, next week, we're off. No trade days. Let me pull this up. So October, it was today was yes, Tuesday was moved to today. I believe this is before they put Jerome Powell on, so I'm not sure if that's still valid. I will double check though. If not, I will be back. Holy shit, I'm gonna have a week off. Yeah, I'm gonna have a week off. Great. So I'm gonna have a week. If I don't, maybe I'll hop on stream once, talk about crypto stuff, and maybe we can shoot the shit for a little bit. Just because I don't want to leave you guys hanging for a week. But yeah. Maybe I'll see you guys next week. If not, I will catch you guys on the 6th. We'll see. If we don't get a word from Phantom, I'll trade with 0.5. Yeah, to be honest, Joe, I think you should be trading with like 0.5 to 1% risk. I'm pissed I started right before the break. Shaking my damn head. It's an underdog story now. Back test this event. Yeah, I'll see. I'm not sure how many times Jerome Powell spoke at 4:30. I'll have to look back and see. But I'll let you guys know. If not, BTC goes to 40K. If BTC does something crazy, I'll hop on stream. We'll talk about it. But at the moment, like I said, I told you guys what I was thinking about for crypto. I personally don't like the idea of me being too bullish, but I've been wrong before. But I'm always DCAing. I've been DCAing this entire range, so it's a win-win for me. All right, guys. We're gonna go ahead and call it. I love you guys, but I'm so tired. I want to go to sleep. If not, have a great Halloween, guys. I really don't do much for Halloween anymore. But yeah, maybe I got family who's got kids, so maybe I'll figure out, do something, hang out with them. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Hope to see you guys. If not, enjoy the last week of October going into November. I'll do my best to hop on. Can't promise anything, no. No promises. Phantom suit stream. We'll see. We'll see, Vlad. I can't promise anything, but we'll see. All right, let's say goodbye to everyone. Vlad, Joe, Drew, Heather, thank you for your attempt. I do appreciate it. But wrong. Magic Man, Sky Knight, Grant, Jeb Jefferson, Prathish. I don't know if I missed anyone. I know there's Ganesh. If you're still here, Teenagers from Mars, if you're still here, thank you. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for hanging out. Hope to talk to you guys soon. Be good, be safe. Until next time. And I'm going to do the thing because I might not see you guys for a while. We're going to do the thing. Let me line myself up. Where's the button? Bye-bye.